Hello, and welcome to my program on managing performance. My name is Bob Seshadri. Today we're going to talk about creating S.M.A.R.T goals. When motivation is low, goals provide the motivational energy to carry on. Renowned American philosopher Elbert Hubbard, yes, in the late 19th century, realized that many people failed in their endeavors not because they lacked intelligence or courage, but because they did not organize their energies around the goals. We generally accept that S.M.A.R.T, the acronym, was first written down in November 1981 in Washington by George Doran, who was a consultant and the former director of corporate planning for Washington's water power company. He published a paper titled There's a S.M.A.R.T way to write management goals and objectives. The concept came from managers trained by Dr. Doran, and as the suggestion came from managers, it was tried, tested, and it got accepted as well. Remember, knowing human psychology, when you suggest something and that's accepted and it proves to be a good tool, everybody goes with it. And the SMART goal system is a simple but effective tool for success. The most well known goal setting technique is SMART, S-M-A-R-T. The acronym encourages us to make goals specific, measurable, agreed upon, and some people use achievable or attainable as they wish, realistic and time bound. So let's create a goal and see. Now here are a few guidelines. Many people believe that effective goals and objectives must incorporate all five elements of SMART. However, it should be understood the suggested acronym doesn't mean that every objective written will have all five criteria. For example, not everything worth achieving is measurable. And a goal you set for yourself does not need to be agreed upon. SMART does not have one definite meaning. In fact, the words within the acronym have changed over time. And they continue to vary somewhat depending on the person using the term. Now, here's an authentic example of goal setting. While I was working in my previous one of the companies, there was a message which went out to the sales and marketing manager of Honda car division. And it says your division needs to sell 2,000 units of Honda Civic Sedan SI with automatic transmission during the month of January 2003. Very specific. This is an absolutely specific, clear message. That is specificity, as an example. It has to be measurable. The quantity, or at least, should suggest an indication of progress. Regardless of the task in hand, it should be quantifiable. In the example I just stated, the number of units addresses the point. It has to be assignable. Any task or a goal has to be assigned to someone. Specify who will do it. Again, the message that said it's clearly addressed to the sales manager, to the sales and marketing manager, and he has to achieve it. It has to be realistic. Pertinent goals motivate. Goals that can be achieved. But goals that are, are unrealistic is not going to motivate, it's going to work the other way around. State goals that can be realistically achieved given the available resources. The example I stated shows a 15% increase over the average sales, and which is doable because I know at that particular point the average sales was hitting somewhere around 1800 units per month. And finally, it has to be time related. Whole goal setting has to be time related, it can't be open ended. So you have to specify when the result can be achieved. The goal is obvious in terms of the time period. We design goals in such a way that we can monitor progress. So you can track the movement as you achieve the targeted specific period. Tracking assists us in adhering to the scheduled deliveries and deadlines. Research states that when we write something down, we remember it. So we need to park our goals where it's easily accessible, preferably with the push of a button, or some may even prefer to write it in a diary. It's a good practice to devote time documenting actions and analyzing results for each goal, though it can be a bit tedious. To save time, energy, and enthusiasm when reviewing an objective, make necessary appointments and tasks to support them. It's also helpful to plan actions concurrently for each point, deleting or crossing out those completed or that are not necessary, otherwise, it becomes a huge, messy document. Dr. Doran saw that by helping people focus their attention in these 5 areas, they would improve their chances of success. These 5 elements are not set in stone. Over the years, people have substituted some of the original words with different terms that meet their specific needs. The acronym also expanded to incorporate additional areas of focus for goal setters. They added 2 more alphabets, S.M.A.R.T, E.R, for example. E stands for evaluated. So the appraisal of a goal to assess the extent to which it's been achieved is explained here. It has to be reviewed. Reflection and adjustment of your approach or behavior to reach a particular goal. However, writing a SMART goal is relatively easy. Sticking to it is the hard part. Business goals are agreed during an annual review or performance measurement process and the progress tracked. So let us divide them into months and then into weeks and then by working days and apply the same logic to your personal life as well, which is beyond work. Let us plan our vacation, a family day out, and make a list of our long and short term goals. If you have a goal you really want to achieve, think smart. Make sure your goal becomes a reality and doesn't end up in a graveyard of unfulfilled ideas. That's all for today. Thanks for attending. Bye for now.